Hello everyone, this is Daniela from Eures Malta and I would like to welcome you to our presentation. Today I am going to speak to you about living and working in Malta. I would also like to remind you that today I am going to be available on live chat, so if you have any queries on this presentation or if you have any other questions about living and working in Malta, please feel free to chat with us on live chat. So we can start with our presentation, Why Malta? I'm going to give you some general information about Malta. Malta is located in the center of the Mediterranean. It is a small island right under Sicily. Malta is also the European Union's smallest member state. Some general information about Malta. So the geographic size, as you can see, is 316 kilometers squared. Our population size is over 400,000. Our official languages are Maltese and English. The currency is the euro. We use the euro and we have been using it since the 1st of January 2008. Malta joined the EU on the 1st of May 2004. Our capital city is Valletta. The religion is Roman Catholic and the Maltese people are known to be very friendly and helpful. The national minimum wage. So for 2020, the national minimum wage per week for full-time employment is as follows. This is just to give you a brief idea about the national minimum wage, but please do not hesitate to ask me if you have any questions. So the next topic is tax and NI. It is important to note that wages in Malta are always quoted in gross. This means that if you come across a vacancy and the salary is 30,000 euros, for example, you need to keep in mind that tax and NI will be deducted from this pay. So tax and NI will be deducted automatically from your pay and the employer will take care of this, so you do not need to do anything from your end. The Social Security contributions are paid at 10% of your basic pay. Once you start working in Malta and you start paying NI contributions, the E111, the European Health Insurance Card, will not be needed anymore since the payee will receive free healthcare and other social security benefits. We can go to our second part of the presentation, which is what you need to do before you move to Malta, what you need to know and how you need to prepare yourself before you make your move. Social Security. It is very important for you to contact your local Social Security department and ask them to provide you with a statement of your contributions, as the document is required in Malta to access any social assistance. This means that if you have lived in a country for 5 years and you have worked there and paid Social Security for 5 years, you need to obtain a statement of those contributions to present them once you move to Malta. If you are currently receiving any benefits, for example, you are receiving unemployment benefits, these can be transferred to Malta as well. But you need to check with your Social Security department first about what you need to do to transfer your benefits because you need to obtain a different document for this step. Healthcare. So, as I have mentioned before, it is important that you bring with you your E111, your European Health Insurance Card, and this can be used for emergency health services. It is important to ensure that this card is valid before you move to Malta. If you come to Malta and the card is expired, it is much more complicated for you to renew it. So it is important that if it is about to expire, you renew your card before you move to Malta and make sure that it is valid throughout your stay in Malta. This card is valid for up to 3 months from your arrival in Malta or until you start working and paying NI. Once you start working and paying national contributions in Malta, you will be automatically entitled to free state healthcare, so you won't use the card anymore. Eures can help you. We highly recommend you to contact your local Eures advisor to find out more about what you should do before you leave. Your Eures advisor is there to help you, and I would recommend you to contact them because each country has their own regulations of what you need to do before you leave that country and you move to another European country. I spoke to you about Social Security only, for example, but there might be more steps for you to do before you leave your country, and your local Eures advisor will know about this. So just contact them and ask them for more information. We also recommend you to take a look at your first Eures job if you are up to 35 years old, or the Reactivate project if you are 35 years old or more. These projects offer financial assistance to mobile workers. Okay, so we can now move to the third step of the presentation, which is about working in Malta. What you need to do to start working in Malta. Applying for jobs. So it is important for you to prepare an updated CV and cover letter in English. It is very important for your CV to be in English, even if the vacancy that you are applying for has a particular language requirement. For example, if you are applying for a Swedish speaking role or a Norwegian speaking role, it is important that your CV is always in English. This is because the person who is receiving your CV might not speak that language. And as I have mentioned before, all people in Malta speak either Maltese or English, so your CV must be in English for the employer to be able to consider your application. We highly recommend you to use the Europass website and Europass format to update your CV. We also recommend you to visit the Jobs Plus website, which is the public employment service in Malta, on www.jobsplus.gov.mt, from where you can register for a free account. Once you have a free account on Jobs Plus, you can start applying for jobs in Malta. Even if you are still living abroad, you can still create an account. This obviously applies if you are an EU national. The same jobs can be found on the Eures portal. Another option is you can send us your CV on eures.recruitment.jobsplus@gov.mt, and Eures Malta will match your CV with our vacancies. Just come on live chat and ask me about this, ask about more information about how you can apply for jobs in Malta. So your first year's job and reactivate, I have already briefly mentioned them. So we suggest that you have a look at your first year's job, as this is a scheme which provides financial assistance for people up to 35 years old who are moving to another country. Or else the reactivate project, which does basically the same thing, but for people who are 35 years old and more. So these schemes provide you with, they can, for example, reimburse your flight if you are traveling for an interview, or they can help you financially if you are attending a language course in Malta. So working in Malta. So these steps need to be done once you find work in Malta. So you do not need to bother about these for now, but I'm going to go through them quickly for you to know what you need to do once you find work in Malta. Once you start working in Malta, just contact Eures Malta and we will send you more information and these steps in more detail. But for now, I'm just going to go through them so for you to have an idea. Once you start working in Malta, you need to obtain a national insurance number, and this is necessary in order to be insured under Malta's social security system. All employment in Malta needs to be registered with Jobs Plus. Your employer will fill an engagement form for you and submit it to Jobs Plus. You will receive a notification by mail that your employment has been registered with Jobs Plus. Once you move to Malta and start working here, you need to apply for a residence card at the Identity Malta office. This must be done after 3 months of living and working here. You must apply for a residence card. Just contact us for more information about these steps in the future. Okay, we can go to the final part of our presentation, Eures Malta and how Eures Malta can help you. What do we do? Eures Malta assists EU nationals with finding a job in Malta together with integration assistance once people relocate. So we help people to find work in Malta while they are still in another country, and we highly recommend you to apply for jobs while you are in another country before you move to Malta. We also help EU nationals once they are living in Malta with integration and any questions that they might have. We also assist job seekers with any queries related to social security tax, conditions of work, and so on. We also offer assistance to employers to help them find adequate job seekers to fill their vacancies. Eures Malta is part of Jobs Plus, which is the public employment service in Malta. So, job offers. These are a few of job offers that we have at the moment. This is just a sample of the vacancies that we have available right now. So these are not all of the vacancies that we have in Malta, but for you to take a look at and to have an idea of what we are looking for in Malta. There you can see the reference number, which relates to the vacancy. If you would like to apply for one of these vacancies, please contact me on live chat and I will give you more information such as the job description and the salary about these vacancies. I will also suggest to you more vacancies apart from these, but this is just for you to take a look and have an idea of the vacancies that we have. As you can see, we have quite a number of Swedish vacancies, Norwegian, Finnish, and Danish speaking roles. Eures Malta contact details. So here you can find our contact details. Our email address is eures.jobsplus@gov.mt. Please feel free to take a look at our websites, which are jobsplus.gov.mt and euresmalta.com. Our telephone numbers, should you wish to give us a call, are 356 2220 1260 or 7. Also, we recommend you to take a look at our Facebook page, which is Eures Malta, Finding a Job Across Europe. If you prefer, you can also talk to us on Facebook using the Messenger, and we will reply to you on Facebook. Just go to our page and click on like, and you will be able to chat with us. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks a lot for your attention. And as I have already mentioned, if you have any queries, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thanks so much and good luck.